Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello, everyone. Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Thank you very much. I'm honored. Thank you so much. And it feels good to be back again. Even today's my birthday, but yes, we just have to do this regardless. Anyways, how have you guys been? How's it been? Like it's been 2 weeks. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, everyone. I will not be able to mention everybody's name, but just thank you. Thank you, really, for the birthday wishes. Thank you for the thoughtful messages. Yeah, and to my September mates, yeah, Debbie, yeah, happy birthday. Is it Narias? I guess. Yeah. So, how have you guys been? Can you hear me? How have you guys been? I want to hear the gist. How have you guys been? How's it been so far? I'm checking the chat so I would see the yes, I miss you guys too. How's it been? How's it been? How's it been? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to hear from you guys. How's it been so far? We've had like um two sessions. We have had to talk about UX writing. We've talked about design principles. We've talked about Figma. I know most of you were excited when we started like teaching Figma. When Shikemi started taking you Figma, I know most of you are excited that finally we are here. But anyways, we are still on the journey. So how have you guys been? I'd like to know the gist. I'd like to get the gist. Let me read from you guys before we get started for today's class. So I'm looking forward to your responses. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah. Another thing that could help you, Esther, is I don't know what kind of work you do, but you could be working and maybe listening to the video. There's this thing, it drops to your subconsciousness when you're listening and listening and listening. And when you have the time, you get to set a time to now like okay, maybe take notes and all that, but at least try to be listening to while you're working or something. Oh yes, I miss you guys too. Thank you. Amen. 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 Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited about today's class because it's my birthday and I'm the fact that I'm still like going to give impact on my birthday. So it's like it's gonna be a great year for me already. Like a great season. Like I'm starting the year with impacting basically. So maybe your network. Yes, so yeah, thank you. I don't understand this. Okay. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Like it's good to read that you've been learning, and that's why we're here for you guys. So yeah. So like usual, thank you very much for the birthday wishes. Like it's this year is different actually. So for me, it's the start of something great. So thank you so much for the wishes. Thank you. I see you all. I see you all. I see you all. I see you all. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to be sharing my screen right now. Yes, yes. Thank you, studio. Okay, so today we're going to talk about something interesting. We've moved from what is product design to what is UI UX design, to understanding some stages in design thinking processes. We've talked about UX writing. We talked about the principles, design principles. We talked about what is Figma, introduction to Figma, and lots more. Like okay, so I've been following the classes and for what is ahead. So let's get started. Quickly, thank you very much again. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you so much. I've seen some messages, my personal DM, I've seen on LinkedIn and everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Thank you so much. I am honored, basically. So let's get started for today's class. Um, so today we're talking about design systems. It's going to be an interesting one. So I want you to sit quietly, take notes, get your jotter, your pen, everything that you need to get. And like Shikemi will always say, that be open-minded. So I want you to be open-minded as well. Receive, and at the end of the class, I don't like taking questions during my classes. So at the end of the class, please drop your questions, and I would answer as it comes. So today we have we're going to do like a quiz before the class, then after the class. So after the class will be be on it will be posted on our Canva, but before the class. So you just to test, like just to, I know you might be wondering, but no, I've not taught you what design system is all about. So why these questions? But I just want to test your knowledge, right? So you take note of your score. Then after the class, you take the quiz again and see that you just want to be sure, right? So don't be skeptical, or don't be afraid to try taking the questions. So is it that you're not hearing me? Because I'm seeing network. Is there a problem with the network? Is it that you're not seeing me or you're not hearing me? Which of? I hope you guys are hearing me very well. Thank you. So we're going to be talking. We're going to, like I said, we're going to do like a quiz. Then we'll talk about what is the design system itself. I know some of you would have been hearing somehow what design, like about design system, and you're wondering what is design system. Um, why design system? Design system versus style guide, element of a design system, then questions. So okay, thank you very much for that feedback. Yeah, better now. Okay, now so let's get started. So I want you to go to the link as usual. Go to www.slido.com, then put in the link, the code, which is 2753703. So put in the link, then, or you scan the code depending on what. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to start the quiz, like, so that you can start joining. Studio, can you help me drop the link? Okay, so just go to www.slido.com. So when you go to, because I'm already seeing people, and please, like I used to say, if you're unable to join, if you're unable to join this what's this Slido portal, basically, don't worry, it's still going to be uploaded on Canva. I just want to test your knowledge to see like what you know already, like a prior knowledge of what you know about design system, basically. So there are scenarios, and that's why I had to put scenarios. So I'm going to be starting now. Yes, I'm going to be starting now. So I can see a lot of people already. So if you are unable to join, don't worry, don't bother. Please and please. Oh, somebody, people are too intelligent on this thing. Because I'm already seeing someone giving like an answer. So now let's get started. My first question is up. A scenario: you're working on a new mobile app and you want to make all buttons look the same across different screens. Question one: how can a design system help you achieve this? Well done, 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 well done. Okay, let's review the answer. Okay, I can see Joel. I can see Modupe, Eme, Precious. Well done, everybody. Next question. Senior, your team is creating a website and has different fonts and colors for each page. This is causing confusion among users. What part of design system would help to solve this problem? Well done. Someone says, yeah, well done, well done. I see you guys. I see you guys. You guys are doing well already, basically. You guys are doing well already. Okay, so let's review our answer. Okay. Next question. You need to quickly add a new feature to your app and you want to make sure it matches the existing design. How does a design system make this easy or easier? Okay, well done, well done, well done. This is not to judge you anyways. This is not to judge you anyways, so don't be scared to try. Okay, so let's review the answer. Okay, hold on. Another one, your design team is working on different parts of a project, but the designs look inconsistent and clash with each other. What benefit does the design system provide in this case? I'm seeing most people are in between. It helps all team members use the same design, and it allows each design, so people are between it. But we're going to see the answer soon. Okay, let's see the leaderboard. Okay, nice one, nice one. Like the funniest thing is that I have a lot of people that have 4/5. So let's go to the next one. You want to ensure your app is accessible to everyone, including those with visual impairment. You know that, remember with Esther took you guys through accessibility in design. So it's very important to get this. Some people are choosing something else, but it's fine. This is very important. But let's test your knowledge. Let's see. Accessibility in design. Okay, so let's review the answer, and that's the final answer. Let's review our leaderboard. Wow, I have like a lot of people, 5/5, 4/5, 3/5. You all did well, anyways. Well done, well done, well done. Can you hear me, everybody? I hope you can hear me. It's my birthday, so I'm trying to add some swags to my voice, but it's fine. So well done. So now let's go back to our class for today. Thank you very much. So um okay. So now let's go to the next. What is design system? So this is where we are today. We want to talk about design system. And well done to you guys. You guys did well. I would not dispute that fact. You guys did well. So what is design system? Now let's get to it. A design system is like a toolkit that helps keep a product look and feel consistent. When they say consistency, let me say, you can say a design system is being consistent, like brands being consistent with their look and feel, or with their design, or their digital products. Now, if you look at, there are some products that you have seen that is created by maybe one person or one brand. Then you get to see a subset or a like different parts of the product. They are looking the same. Their color is looking the same. The whole feel is looking the same. That's like, you will know that they actually use the design system. One of the example that I use, or I like using, is Atlassian. So when you get into the design world, you're going to like use some of their products. You're going to use their product, so don't worry about that. So they actually have Jira, they have Confluence, and some other products like that. So they tend to use the same look and feel. Like if you open, I'm funny enough, I'm still going to, it's part of my plan to show you Atlassian design system, basically how it works, so that you understand better. So they tend to like use the same color, the feel, the components and all that. Don't worry, as we go into the class, you're going to understand better, basically. So design system actually helps a brand or a product look and their feel to be consistent, basically. It's made up of reusable parts and guidelines that the team use. When I say the team, the developers, the designers, or whatever team that is working on a product or a digital product, to be precise, to create product and digital experience that stay true to the brand. So they get to know that you somehow just see it. When you see, you be like, this guy looks like a product of Atlassian. Why does it look? You notice that you see some brand that actually like the same. You actually look the same. So it's like they used design system to build it. So there's consistency across board. So one thing that design system helps you to do is that it helps him to ensure that your look and feel is uniformed. It's just like you are in school right now. So let me say some people attend Redeemers University. Some people attend Anchor University. Some people attend, let me not use university because they don't have like a kind of, let me not use university because I want to explain something. Let's use secondary school. So some people went to, let's say, Immaculate High School. Immaculate High School is white and blue. That's like when you see an Immaculate student, it's white and blue. So across the student, the senior school, they wear like a type of blue. Why the junior school they wear ash, that's or gray, white and gray, right? That's how you can identify that these guys they attend the same school, they are of the same community or the same school, basically. So if you look at the senior part, you see that they wear, there's this like a line kind of clothes, then a skirt or whatever the guys wear. But when you look at their students, you see them outside, you see that, oh, this person is attending the same school with this person. So it shows that they are what, of the same school, or they attend the same school, basically. So just like design system helps people to identify, let me use that word, to know that this product, they actually connect, that this person is in charge of this product. It makes them, there's this consistency that you see. For instance, maybe you want to, maybe an app, you want to do something, basically you want to perform an action or something, there's a response, let's use something like that. Or probably a component, maybe their icons, their typography, their colors. It's just like identifying, like it makes it look consistent. There's this consistency when you use a design system, or there's this consistency when brands use a design system. So I would say that it not only strengthens, design system not only strengthens the brand, but also makes the product easier and more accessible for users. It streamlines the process, making design and development efficient and cohesive. Very important. So now let's use another life scenario. So imagine that you are decorating your house. Let's say you just got an apartment. Let's say you just got a 3-bedroom apartment, right? And you want to like paint, or probably you just built your house and you want to paint. Now you as a person, let's ignore the part that you're a designer, right? Let's just say you're not a designer, you're a normal person, or maybe you're not a creative, or you're not into design at all, or you don't even have any idea of design. Would you tell your painter basically to paint your house, maybe your sitting room, green, then a part of your sitting room, what other house color can we use? Maybe black. Then your room, maybe you use different 3 colors, not like the same, mixed. Like you use one part is green, one part is red, one part is orange. Then like that, like when you enter the house, it will look messy. You will feel disconnected. That, are you sure this is my house? Are you sure this is where I want to stay? So it's very important. So like I use a scenario here, right? I said, imagine you are decorating your house, but each room looks totally different. One has pink walls, another has green. The furniture doesn't match, like color riots. It all feels messy and disconnected. Now, if you had like a style guide, you pick a consistent color. It does not mean that your house, for me, I'm a white person. I like my house to be white, just white. I don't like mixing other color. Maybe my furniture can now be another color, but the paint on the wall is white, right? For you, you could think about, because you're a creative person, you could think about, okay, I think I can mix these colors together. But you will not want that each room has like different colors. It's going to look like messy. It's going to look somehow. You even be like, are you sure this? I want to stay here. But imagine that you as a designer come in place. Like you take your role. You stand up for your role, and you decided that I just want to use maybe 2 colors, or I want to use 3 colors, maybe a primary color, a secondary color, or tertiary color, or just a primary color. Then maybe a touch up, right? So design system helps us in all this, right? So it makes the person, for instance, your house, your apartment, right? It makes it more comfortable to live in. So a design system works the same way. It makes all parts of the digital product, like the buttons, is part of the buttons, the font, the layout, that's the look and feel. It makes them look the same. It helps your user feel comfortable and very easy to navigate, because you're already familiar somehow with your product. If you look at Confluence, if you look at Jira, like I said, you're going to use it as you fully enter into design world or the tech world. You're going to be familiar with some products. Though some companies, they don't use Jira, they use maybe Trello or other project management tool, basically. But I'm just saying that Atlassian have like a design system that they work with. That when you see Confluence, they look the same. There's this look and feel that you just know that this product is by Atlassian. So let's move to the next. So look at this is the website for Atlassian. So we are still going to go deeper into it. Like we're going to when it's after the class, I'm going to share my experience so that we can like just have a look and feel of it, basically. Someone says it will look like a chief priest house. That's it. Because you can imagine you entered the house, the sitting room is red, or you use pink, you use purple. Then your kitchen, you use yellow, green, and black. Like, do you get? It's messy, really. It's messy, and you don't want your house to look messy because that's where you're going to live. Even if your friend actually lives like that, you as a creative person, you advise the person and say, "Oga, this thing that you are doing, it does not make sense." That you even be yabbing your friend. I'm telling you, who encouraged you, or who gave you this? Who is your painter? That kind of thing. You even mock your friend and say, "Who's your painter? Where did you get this inspiration from?" So it's very important. Design system is important to us as designers, basically. So let's move on. Thank you. Masquerade in, right? That's the word. So let's move forward. So why design system? We want to talk about why design system is important as a tech person, as a designer. Or as a company that is trying to build a product, or a company that is building products, digital products. Why is design system important? So why is design system important? The benefit of having a design system. Having a design system can be a great way to streamline your workflow and make your design processes more consistent. It also helps you to standardize your design across different projects, which can save you time. Number one, time. Number two, money. So this is it. So let's say that we have like a startup, and they are just a tech company. Let's use for instance, maybe a tech company, let's say Harmonix Technology. So they are a tech company, right? And they just moved into the market, right? And they have like different products, or maybe they have products basically. Now, Harmonix Technology, their color brand is purple. Let's use that, purple. So if Harmonix Technology wants to build their brand, number one, their primary color is purple. Now, the secondary color can be another color, but their major color. So when you look at their website, or their social media, you get to see purple, 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 and that's intentional because that's their brand color. That's it. So if you look at Paystack, for instance, Paystack or Carrywise or Kuda, for instance, Kuda as well is purple. Carrywise is blue. Piggybank as well is blue. What other platforms? You will see that there's more of a particular color. Like it shows that this color, it looks like this color is more important to them. It's not, so it's very important that as a team, or as a company, a tech company, as a that has like a brand color that they work with, right? Now, if they want to build products, so for instance, let me say that Harmonix Technology have built their color, or let's say that they have their design system ready, right? Now they've used that design system, they've built it, it has been approved everything has been done, everything has been approved. They've done some testing and all that. They make sure that it's accessible to everybody, because remember that you're not the user, and accessibility in design is very important. Like Esther taught you, it's very important. So they've done all the things, their assignment, they've done their research and all that, and the design system is now approved, right? Now they want to build a product. Do you think that when they want to build the product, they would have to now start again, now start thinking about, oh, this is the color I want to use, oh, this is the font? What you as a designer, what do you think will happen at that moment? They already have design system. They will go to their design system and pick. They will reuse some components already, because they already have a design system to work with. They already have something like a tool to work with, so it makes their work. You as a designer in particular, you already collected your brief, you've done your research, your user research, you've done you've connected to your users, you've done your interview, you've done your survey, you've done your empathy map, everything that needs to be done. Now you have to jump into Figma, you want to design. So imagine that your design system is ready. You don't need to be cracking your head and say, what color do I want to use? Oh, what typography do I want to use? Oh, what components? Oh, what icons? It's very easy. So imagine that you have a very slim timeline. Maybe you have to deliver something in a month or in 2 months, and maybe it's supposed to take you like maybe 2 months, and you just have 1 month. You were given timeline for 1 month. Now what do? You go to your design system, then you pick your components. Reusable. They are reusable. That's why they are there. You pick it and you use it. You use it. Before you know it, you are done with your project. But imagine that there's no design system in place for every project you have to work on. You have to do like a style guide, or you have to start thinking about colors, start thinking about the typography, start thinking about components or icons. When you should have, in the first place, talk to your team and everybody, let's have a design system on ground or a style guide to start with. Because the design system is a lot. I won't lie to you, it's a lot. It's like a lot of work. It's not just the designer that is involved in the design system. There's a part of style guide. So most people, they do style guide. We're going to get to that part. Most people do style guide, but we are talking about design system, and I'm still going to talk about style guide basically. So they are like, so I would say that style guide is like a subset. The way I used to say that UI UX is a subset of product design basically. So we're going to get into that really. So it's very important that you all know all this term, because as you journey, as you start your career fully as a designer, it's very important you understand these terms, how they work and why. Because there's, in everything you do, in every of your project, there needs to be a why. Why are you doing this? Like why did you use that? What did they want to do? Why are they doing this? Why do they want to do this basically? So it's very important that you understand this term and incorporate it as your lifestyle as a designer. So we're going to still get to it, don't worry. We are going to show you, I'm going to show you like some example of design system, then maybe some example of style guide if we still have time, so that you know the difference. They are not like, it's a subset. Style guide is a subset of design system basically. So it's very important you know that. And design system is a lot. It's not just one person. Everybody's involved. Everybody on the team is involved basically. So thank you very much. Yeah, thank you for the engagement. Thank you. So now we want to talk about some of the benefits of having a design system. Number one of the benefits of having a design system is consistency. That's like, for me, I think that's like number one for me, consistency. And that's when you look at Atlassian design system and you see their product, you see Gira, you see Confluence and some other product, you see that there's this consistency across board. So users are already familiar. So when Atlassian today makes or creates another digital product, it's still going to look the same. Like, you still have the feel of, am I in Jira? Am I in Confluence? Am I in this? Am I in that? So there's this consistency. You already have like familiarity of, this is how their table work. This is how their icons, this is the way they use the icon. This is how their icon look. This is their color. Their color is blue. This is their primary color basically is blue. This is their color. This is what they do. This is how they do things. This is their layout. So this is their grid. Like, you get to see a lot of things that are similar, and it shows consistency. So now, one of the things that, like I said, that a design system will do to a product, a digital product, or to a company is that a design system will help keep your design looking the same everywhere. Can you as a designer, can you think about products that look the same and is owned by a company? Yes, is that word? Yes. If you know a product that's actually like different product looks the same, so you can tell me, for instance, Atlassian has Confluence, has Jira, and some other ones. So can you think about a company that has different products, but they have the same look and feel, kind of? They're performing kind of different things, but they have the same look and feel. Thank you, Google. Thank you. So a design system helps keep your design looking the same everywhere. It gives you a set of rules and pattern to follow. If today you join an organization and they have a design system, it's going to help your work. It's going to help your work go smoothly. You don't need to like start regular, what components do I want to use? How do I get this? How do I do this? How do I do that? Because there is already rules for you to follow. You already know that, for instance, a company, maybe they use a 3-grid system. You already know that that's what they do. Maybe their icons are in 24 pixels. That's it. Or their color already. You already know that their primary color is this. Or for instance, let's use let's use uh maybe a fintech company. Let's use OPay, or let's use maybe Rexpay or something. So for instance, Rexpay, myrexpay.com, their color is red. Now, if you look at Global Accelerates, for instance, Global Accelerates is a fintech company, right? And their product, they have different products. They have Postmon, they have MyRexPay, they have Rex Retail. If you look at all their products, there's a look and feel. It looks the same, like almost the same, because they use a design system or a style guide to work with. There's the part of their color, their primary color is red. Now, when you look at some of their products, you get to see, and you're wondering, wow, is this? And you already know that this product is done by this company. So it's very important. And this way, with consistency, users won't get confused, and they would notice differences, like, or they will not notice differences when using your app or different devices on different platforms. Like you said, you use Google as an example. I use Atlassian or Global Accelerates. That it's a company, but they have products that they look alike. Thank you very much. How do you identify Apple products? There's a consistency across board. You just know that, okay, no, this is iPhone. You know that iPhone, oh, they might have like different series. Okay, iPhone, I don't know if they say iPhone 4. I don't even think there's ever iPhone 4 anyways. Let's say for some 11. You know, but there's this, they still have this consistency that is in all phones. You know that when you see it, you know it's consistent. You just know that this is an iPhone or a Mac, basically. So that's how it works. Design system helps your brand look like it's consistent. People are not confused. They know that this is an Apple product. When they see an Apple product, they know that it's an Apple product. So it's very important. So the next one is, oh, thank you. So the next one is it reduces the need for manual adjustments. Now, a design system has rules for things like fonts. Maybe for your header is a particular size or width or height, or your layout, it has to be a particular way. Or your colors, like I said, maybe your brand color is like ladies in tech or incubator, ladies in tech, the color brand color is pink. So let's just look at an example now. This is our slide that we've been using. You can see that it's in line with, you already know that when you join the class, this is really like a brand of lady in tech. Let me use that one. Let's use lady in tech as a brand, basically. You already know that this is pink. So any slide you see, you already know that it's what? Pink. Their primary color. We can now mix with other colors, but you already know that ladies in tech Africa, their brand primary color, let me use that one, because they also have like other colors, or a secondary color is pink. So a design system has rules from things like font, layout, and color. These rules help you design faster, because you don't have to keep making small changes over and over again. You know the sweet thing about design system. For instance, maybe your stakeholders, you guys agree that, or based on your user research, because there's room for iterations. There's room for iterations. So imagine that you want to make a change in a product based on your research, and you already have 4 products outside, like 4 products or designs done. Where do you think you're going to make that change? Do you think you will not like start taking each product and say, product A, I need to make changes, so let me change it. Product B, let me work on this. Product C, you already have a design system. You will go to your design system and just make the change, and it reflects across board. That's how it works. Can you see that it's very sweet? Though you're going to do the hard work of creating your design system or your style guide, but it's very sweet. Like, you just go to your design system and make the change, and it reflects across board. Instead of, you imagine that you have 100 products and you're the only designer, let me use that word, and you're the only designer, you have to now take product 1, product 2, start changing and changing. You will be out easily, because you get bored and be like, why am I doing the same thing over and over again? When you can work smarter as a designer and just go to the design system and just make the changes, and it goes across board. Very sweet. That's all. So it's very important. The benefit of design system is very, very sweet and very important. So it helps us reduce the need for manual adjustments. going from one product to another when you can just make change on the style guide or your design system straight. That's all. So the next one, thank you. Apple, they don't joke with their logo at all. You will know. You will see it that this is an Apple product. This is, you know, there's this, people don't even, they don't even to tell you that, what phone are you using? You already see from the person's hand that this is an iPhone, or this is or Samsung, or whatever phones. Because I'm not advertising for iPhone anyways, or any product. I'm just using an example basically. So another thing that design system is beneficial to us as a designer or as a tech person is a good design system is like a set of clear instruction that can be used for different projects and by bigger teams, no matter the size of your team. If you are 100 designers, 20 designers, whatever, how many that you have, once you have a design in place, it helps so people can work. See, different designers can work on different products and it will still look the same. Why? There is a design system in place. There's a style guide in place. So you can imagine myself, let's say that we are in Incubator Up, or we are in Ladies in Tech. We are like instructors or facilitators for product design. Myself, Falasade, Esther, Shekemi. Then Ladies in Tech gave us an assignment that Falasade, Esther, Shekemi, I want you guys to design 3 different products for Ladies in Tech. Our primary color, we already know. The first thing, we are going to come up with a style guide or a design system to work with. And we can be anywhere in the world. And you ask us to submit our designs, it's going to be similar. Why? Because there's something that we're working with. There's a set of instructions that we are following. We are not just designing yes, we have our own creativity, we have our own ideas, right? We are different in nature. Even humans, we are indifferent, right? But there's something that is guiding us. There is something. For instance, in some churches, you get to know that, oh, this is when you see some people who say, oh, this is so member, because they have their doctrine and you get to see them and you just know that this is the church that this person is attending, or maybe school, or it could be anything. So it just shows, right, that design system is what it helps in scalability. It's scalable. Anybody, 100 designers can work on a product and it will look similar because they are working with something. There's a guide. They're not just working based on just what they know. They are working with something and it's going to come similar. So it will not look different entirely. When Esther brings her own website, or Shikemi brings her own website, or myself, there's going to be a similarity because we are working with something. There's a guide. So it's important. And one thing again, we don't have to now start sitting down one after the other and say, I want to do my own style guide. Or Shikemi will say she wants to do her own style guide. Or Esther will say she wants to do her style guide. We will just pick from those components, the colors, and just reuse it. And from there, we are done. Even maybe Ladies in Tech, they don't even know that we have that in this. They'll be shocked that we just gave you this assignment and you guys are done. We have a design system and it works. So it's very, 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 very important. It helps every designer follow the same rule so that you can create designs faster and make fewer mistakes. This saves you time and money. Time is money. So imagine that you're saving your time and you're saving your money together. So it's very important. Okay. Let's move to the next because we have like 9. So I've just talked about 2. Another thing, benefit of having a design system, it gets everyone on the same page. We are on the same page. A design system makes sure everyone on the team, myself, Falashade, Shikemi, Esther, to follow the same rules. We are different. Our upbringing is different. How we learn design is different, or maybe where we are coming from is different. But it helps us to follow the same rule. We are all on the same page. So design system helps everything looking and working the same. And it also avoid confusion or disagreement. Because there is something, a document of truth, let me use that word, that we work with. So she came in, will not come and say, and Fola said, no, I mean, no, we are using dark and black. No, me, I'll come and say, no, we are using yellow. Or I'm a purple lover, like purple is my favorite color. I'll say, no, no, for this project, we are using purple. And maybe she gave me favorite color is green. And she said, no, we are using green. Esther, our favorite color could be black, or let me look for a nicer color. Not that black is bad anyways. Yellow or pink. So imagine that we have our own interests, we have what we like and all that. So we might want to be biased and say, no, this project we must do purple because purple is for Lashede's color, so we must do purple. So it's very important. So this design system will help us to just put our biasness aside and we'll just put it aside and forget one favorite color. And we work together because we are working with something. There's a document of truth that are working with. So a design system helps us. It will not allow myself, Shikemi, and Olashade to be confused or disagree in any way. So as a result of this, myself, Shikemi, and Esther were able to work smoothly and get things done faster. I don't want to say ladies are, but I don't want to go to that way. I don't want to be biased anyways. But imagine that the three of us were assigned to do something and everybody's dragging, and we are given 1 month to get something done. But because we don't have a design system, no, she can't say, no, my typography is Poppins. Or Esther will say, I like Arial. Or me, I'll say, I like this, I like that. We are going to drag. Before you know it, it's almost time to deadline. Oh yeah, maybe TD or one of our instructor, project manager can say, oh yeah, for last Saturday, Esther, she came me, where is the job, or where is the tax? How far was it? Then when I start saying, me, I want red. No, me, I want this. No, there's already something in place that we can work with, and it just makes our work. We'll become even more friendly with each other because we don't even need to fight each other. Do you get? And it helps us to get things done faster. I hope you guys are catching. Very important. I hope you guys are getting this. If you are getting it, say yes, I am. Yes, I am. I want to see your response on the chat before we move to the next, so that we know that we are together. We are not against each other. We are working. We are on the same page. Yes, let me use that word. We are on the same page. Yes, thank you. Okay, thank you very much. That's nice. I'm happy to see that. So another thing about design system is that it helps you to improve your user experience. A good design system makes things simple and easy for users. It helps them find what they need quickly and learn how to use your app without getting confused. Google, they are similar. You already know. Okay, if you go to, so let's use Google Doc, Excel, and which other one? The other ones. Now, for instance, you want to use Google Doc. You already go to the icon. There's an icon that you go to. You click on it, then it shows you a list or icons of different products, right? You click on for instance, you want to use form, you click on it. Then you get to see, like, for instance, if it's your first time of using Google Form, maybe you have not used it before, then you now get to see a blank page, or it will even give you like suggestions. Now, if you go to Word documents, it's like the same process. So you're not confused. So when somebody that is not used to or that has not used any of their product before comes, it's very easy for them to know what to do. They know how it works. They are not confused. And they get what they want, they get their goal. You remember that we need to simplify things to make what the users get to their goal. No unnecessary listening, no confusion. So it's very important. A design system helps to improve your user experience. So it makes your user happy because everything is easy to use, understand, and use. It's just like a good product. It entails what? A good product is what? Is useful, is enjoyable. So a design system helps your users enjoy that product you want to build. So it's very important and easy to understand. Thank you very much. Why are you people dragging which Canva? Is it our LMS Canva or Canva? I want to know which one. Okay, canvas is different from Canva anyways. So another thing, it reduces building time. So because a design system uses set of rules, you spend less time creating user interface. You already know how a table works. I want to build, maybe I want to do a design that has a table. I already have my components. I pick it and I tweak it to my taste. Not to my taste, sorry, to what the requirements or to what it should be. I don't need to now start saying, okay, I want to do a table. How will I start? How will I do? Which table? What kind of table? Where will I get? Do you get? So you just pick your table. Or there's a grid system, for instance. There's a eight grid system, maybe four. Some companies they use eight, they use four. So anything they do will be by eight. That's the rule already. So when you're spacing or whatever you are doing, you know that eight is your standard. You are using the eight grid system. So you don't need to do like research or start inventing new designs every time. You just take it and work with it, and that's all. Very simple. So it helps us save time when setting up and testing layouts. So it's very important. Design system reduces our building time. If we're supposed to use normally without design system, maybe 3 months, a design system will help you depending on the team you are working with. Maybe in 2 months, get it done. Because it's like a source of truth. Everybody's involved in it. It's not just the designer. Okay, let's move to the next. Sorry, hold on, please. Can see you guys are interacting with this class. I'm really excited about that. Thank you. So reduces development costs. A good design system makes your work more consistent across different projects. More consistent. We said this at the beginning. That's the first thing. So this cuts down on the cost of developing and maintaining your app. So some people they used to act they have to get templates or every time, but you already have something that works. So your cost of development is being reduced. Okay. So you are using common patterns. You're already using something that works, patterns, colors, icons, a grid system or whatever thing, component style guide. You already have it and it works. So you just pick from it. And again, I want you to know that design, you building a design system does not mean that you will not go back and go and maybe touch it or all that. No, it's just that you've solved like a major of your problem. You can still go back based on research because you know that you are not using for ourselves. Even the design system, there's a lot of research that needs to be done. You need to be sure that it's accessible to all, not just accessible. That is when I say all, anybody, everybody. So it's very important. Like I wrote on my slide, using common patterns means you need less code for tasks. So imagine that because there's a part of the code part where the developers have done the part of the, so they don't need to now start writing code again and again. They can just speak, or there's where there's their library or whatever. Yes, that they just speak it, they reuse it, and that's all. So when a designer is coming in, they already see, oh, this is familiar, or this is like a yes, and they work with it. That's all. It's faster. Yes, thank you, Olaoluwa. Yes. Another thing for design system, I have like 5 minutes before we go on break briefly. It allows room for innovation. So a design system lets you try out new features. So when you're at the point of designing, like your design system, you get to like do your research, you try out a lot of things, you test it out. Like there's room for try and error, like there's room for a lot of things. But at least you have the time to like do your research to make sure that it works and all that. So it helps you to be innovative, creative in your nature. Because you as a designer, start with you're a creative person, you're creative in your nature. Yeah. So it gives you clear rules to follow. Everything stays consistent. This also means you spend less time fixing mistake when adding new feature. You cannot imagine that you need to change something across all your products, then you have to go one after the other. That's time comes. That's no, no, I call that wasteful. You even be stressed or angry, let me use that word. You just tell your boss, sir, I think that, do you get? So but imagine how sweet it is that you have a design system that works, or a style guide that, let's say a design system basically, because that's what we're talking about, that works. You just go, like I said, you go to design system, change it. For instance, maybe a brand has decided that today, based on research or something, they don't want to use red again, they now want to use pink. So imagine that all your products, for instance, on design, yes, even on code, imagine that all your products is now on the former color. How do you want to do it? You now start going one after the other, going after the other, going after the other. Now go product say, oh, okay, I want to tweak you, because we have changed our color, so I want to tweak you. Then you do that one, you change the color to pink, you go to product B. Please, how long will you do that? Or how long will so it's very important, very, very important. So the next one, oh wow, we've exhausted. Let's go back, let's quickly do like a refresher. This thing. So we said that one of the benefits of having design system is what? One, it promotes consistency. Number two, it reduces the need for manual adjustments. Number three, scalability. Number four, it gets everyone on the same page. Sorry, please. Excuse me, please. Yeah, Fisaya, also there's room for updating your design system. Yes, like I said, there's always room for iterations, but you already have something that works. So based on your research or whatever, you can still go back. So it reflects across board. Another benefit of design system is it gets everyone on the same page. It helps to improve what? User experience. It reduces building time. It reduces what? Building time. It allows room for innovation. And that's it. Right? So for you, based on what you've learned, can you give me one benefit of design system? I want to see your response. One benefit, just one. Each person, just give me one benefit of design system based on what we've taught. You can put it in your own word, but just make sure you understand it. I'm looking forward to your responses. We are going on break in 1 minute. Thank you. It helps to improve your X. It promotes consistency, scalability. It makes work easier. Debbie, I don't understand. Okay, consistency reduces. Yes, well done, well done, well done, everybody. Well done. Okay, well done. It helps you change. Yeah, easily. It saves time, allows room for innovation. It helps. It gets everyone on the same page. Yes, yes. Design system allows room for innovation. Okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. It reduces stress. Yes, so it's called effective. It saves time and money. Yes, money is very important. Same as time. Yes, it makes your work easier and faster. Yes, it reduces the need for manual adjustments. Streamless workflow. Improves UX. It promotes consistency. It helps you have the same feel over a product whenever. Same product. It flutters a healthy team relationship so that we will not fight. I understand that or modular, yes. Okay. Brings everyone on the same page, allows room for improvement. Okay, okay. So it ends. Thank you very much for your responses so far. Before we move to the next, so let's like take a break, drink water, do what you need to do, stretch your body. Yeah. So Seriously, I'm sitting at 6 morning. All right now. Bye. Bye bye. Tomorrow is there for me. Bye. Okay, everybody, welcome back to Ladies in Tech Africa Product Design class. Okay, so yeah. So far we've discussed what product design. Sorry, I said product design. What design system is, and why, or what's the benefit of having a design system in a team or in a company, basically. Okay, so. Uh, yes. So let's go back to my slide. Noted, ma. Noted. You can always come back to the videos to take the attendance, anyways. It's always attached to the link. Okay. Now, design system versus or vs style guide. As I was talking about design system, I was mentioning, if you listen well, I was mentioning style guide. Style guide. Just like how UI UX is a subset of product design. That is how style guide is a subset or a child to design system. So design system is like the mother. Then style guide is like the baby or the child. Let me start with. So a subset basically, or part of the way a child is part of a mother, right? So that's how style guide is part of design system. So let's get into it. Sit, be open-minded. Let's do this. Okay. What is a style guide? Now, a style guide is a set of rules for how things should, number one, look and be used. It includes your color. So if a company or if you are being assigned to build a style guide, what are the things you need to do? Your color, your font, how you want to the aesthetic, how you want to arrange things on a page. It helps keep everything look the same and make sure your design are consistent. A style guide, like I said, is a subset of what a design system. A style guide is what a subset of design system. It's just like design system, it has to do more work. It has to do a style guide, a pattern library, and other things. So it's part of it. So sometimes some companies, because maybe the time frame or whatever, they don't get to. Well, maybe it depends. For instance, I want to freelance. Let me use that word. I want to maybe build a product for Lita, and I know that maybe it's just one off. I might not like, and the time again, I cannot like start saying I want to do a design system. It's a long thing. Maybe I want to build a website for Ladies in Tech or Incubator Hub. I might just come up with a style guide where I have my colors, my typography, or my fonts. So typography is the same as like. So in case you're hearing typography or fonts, please don't be confused. Yeah, it's just we use different words, but it's the same. I have my colors, I have my font, and some other things that needs to be there. And I work with it to build so that it's not going to, so that I will not use one font, a different font in another thing, something that's supposed to have a particular font. I'm not using, so imagine that, okay, let me use an example. Imagine that you have your favorite website. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry, hold on. Okay, so sorry about that. Yes, so what was I saying? What was I saying? What was I saying? What was I saying? Okay, let me just continue. So maybe I have to, like, I was assigned a project and just a one-off thing basically. So I just get to, like, just quickly, and I need to come up with something quickly. I just come up with like a style guide that has my color and some other things, and I just work with it. And I just come up with it and I work with it. And I just come, I was able to build my website. But at least I have like basic knowledge. I know that ladies in tech is pink. That's like primary color. Okay, so let me I think my next, okay. So this slide, I'm showing you, you might not see it well, but how, like, it's a sample of how a style guide looks, from the color to the typography, the spacing, the icons, your buttons. They're part of your style guide. Those buttons that you see, that's like a call to action. Those buttons that you see on the website, they're part of your style guide. Your selectors, that's if you want to, your input fields, um your navigation, and some other things, they all encompass your style guide. So this is like a sample of style guide basically. We are not on break. Oh, maybe you should check your network, or maybe the video went back, so you might want to go. But can you see my screen? What are you guys seeing? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? How do you know you're a working mom? You are saying you're a working mom. Thank you. Sorry for the interruption. Anyways, okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to be sure. Okay, so now I'm going to now talk about, because I said style guide versus design system. We want to see, okay, what consists of a style guide and what's a design system. Thank you very much. So a style guide is a set of rules for how things should look, your color, your font, while a design system is a complete kit with rules and ready to use design parts like your buttons, your form, every other thing, even consists of your style guide itself. Now, your style guide is mainly of appearance and branding. Appearance and branding. While your design system is both your appearance and how things will eventually work. You know, you're doing like a prototype of how things will work, but now your design system is now giving like both how the thing, how your product will look and how it will work, and that's the code part, right? Your visual, your style guide, the visual details like font and colors, while your design guide, your design system is visual details plus reusable design part and rules for how they will work. Somebody is saying no sound. I don't understand. No sound. I cannot hear you. Please check your volume or something, because most majority can hear me. So you might want to check from your end. Um, your style guide makes everything look the same, while your design system helps build and manage entire user interface smoothly. So don't forget that style guide is still like inside design system, basically. Now, another thing about style guide is it covers only your design look, but your design system will cover both your design look and the functionality, that is how it will work. Style guide is less flexible because it's just about look, but your design system is more flexible and it includes how things work and how they look. Your style guide, what changes are all about visuals, your color, and other things. But your design system includes updates on both the design and both the code, because you cannot update your design and now leave code. So it's like updates. You update both the design, that is the style guide, and every other thing on the design system part. But style guide will just change color or just change your typography basically, right? The next thing. So we want to talk about the elements of a design system. System elements. What are those things that are in a design system? What what are those things that encompasses or are inside a design system, basically? So we'll be talking about the elements of a design system. Studio, please can you move my picture so that to this side, the right side? Sorry. Okay. So here are the key elements of a design system. Okay, so here are elements of a design system. Number one is design token. So a basic design value like colors, typography, spacing, and sizes used to create consistent styles across board. So that you understand this better, after we talk about this element, we're going to go to Atlassian design system. We're going to look at it so that we'll be able to explain, be able to understand. Okay, so a design token is the basic value, the naming of your color, your typography, spacing, and all that. You might not understand because I'm saying it. That's why I make sure. Don't worry. After this part, we're going to now dive into Atlassian design system, so you see what I mean by design token and other things that I'll be talking about. So don't be confused, please. Don't be confused, please. Okay, so another thing that consists or is part of a design system is your color palette. That is your set of colors. Like I use example that imagine that who used a masquerade on but what did the person say? I remember what one of someone said on the chat. So imagine that you have someone, your friend's house or your house is of different colors, like 10 colors, or just one. Your sitting room is like you're using like 3 colors. They're not even rhyme, maybe it's color riot. So how will you look? Even your like when you enter, it's going to look so messy, right? So this part is when you have like a set of colors that you will use that will be consistent. That, for instance, let me use that word. If you notice, almost on a lot of brands, what is okay? Let me ask you a question. What is like success color? What have you seen as a success color? What is precious? Please let me take note of this your question so that I can answer it. Don't worry, I will take note. How do I take note of this question so that I can answer it later? Coming, because I don't want to interrupt my class. Okay. That question just means that you've read a lot of, like you've gone beyond, and I like that. That's fine. Okay, so color palette, like I said, a set of what colors used consistently throughout the product for background text, for your background, your text, your button. I was asking that what you have seen so far, because you've interacted with digital products, right? So like, what do you see as a success message? A success message that is something successful. Commonly, let me use that word, commonly. Like, what do you see as a success message? Like I said, this is successful. most times, commonly, let me use that word, is green. Now, what do you see as a color that maybe is trying to tell you that your transaction failed or this transaction failed? Do you get? So imagine that you are building a product, right? You have a company. Let's say you have a company. The name of your company is Lady in Tech Africa. Lady in Tech Africa brand color, or sorry, primary color is pink. So when you see anything that has to do with Lady in Tech Africa, it's pink. Now, if maybe for instance you filled a form on Lady in Tech, one of the things that they want to notify you that okay, this has been successful. Maybe give you like a green color to identify that success. Or maybe you're unable, for instance, to use or to complete the what you want to do, your goal, or achieve your goal. You get to see like a red kind of, oh sorry, you're unable to do this. That's it, right? So you this design system helps, like you have your color, a set of colors that you work with. You know, this is for warnings, this is for successes, this is for failed transaction. For instance, maybe you're building a fintech product, this is for this. You already know that maybe your pink color is for sorry, your yellow kind of golden kind of color is for information, for your users to read more, or your blue is for your text, maybe highlight of your text. That's when they click on something, like when your text is being on focus or when it's being clicked. So it's everything on design system works for something. It reflects something, right? Another thing is typography, your font styles, your size, the ways. Do you want to use it for headers? For instance, the way, okay, let me use like my, I don't know if you can see my cursor. Let me know if you can see my cursor. Da, 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 da. So for instance, you can see that there's an header on this and it has what? Pink. You are able to differentiate that this is actually a header or this is actually a topic, right? Then you can see subtopic. Now let's go to this design token. You can see on design token it has what? The first text. You can see it's on bold. So that's like the typography. This is on bold. It's bolder than the one underneath, which is the basic design values right up. That's like a subtext. So this is like a major text, then a subtext. So the design token is bold. So you just, and there's more emphasis on that's the topic, or that's like the headline basically, or that's like the what we want to talk about. Then now you have like a subtext which is basic design. So you can see that all this will help you like put things in hierarchy, put things in the right places. It makes everything look good. So you now imagine that all this text is now in bold, or I just put everything together. You're not able to even differentiate that, oh, what's the topic? You're not able to differentiate that, what's the subtopic? Okay, you're not able to differentiate that, what are the points? You can see how design system is very important. So the next one is, I'm talking about my slide. It's in display already. I'm not going outside my slide, so it's still my slide. Okay. Now components. So these are reusable building blocks, like your buttons, your forms. That's your like your text fields. You know where you want to, maybe for instance, a sign up. There's a sign up. Or let me start with buttons. So for instance, let's say that I want to make payments, or I want to log into my mobile app, right? I click on it, right? I click on the mobile app, opens, then it asks me for let me use Coda for example. So I open my Coda app, it asks me to input my PIN, I enter my PIN. You can see the buttons, I enter my PIN, then click on done, then it takes me to the platform. Now I want to make payment, send money. I click on my icon, send money icon, then from there I click on the next thing to do, my buttons, those my action. I call buttons call to actions. You're actually performing what you need to do, clicking on those things, and it takes you to the next and to the next till you get to your goal, basically. So components are reusable building blocks. Your button is part of it. Your form. So I want to, for instance, I want to attend a conference, or I want to maybe fill a form. Okay, let's say, like for instance, when before you were onboarded on Ladies in Tech, when the announcement came in that Ladies in Tech want to do a boot camp for people that are interested in different tech roles, basically. So when you are filling your form, you will see that your name, all those things, that's for Google form, right? But some website, they will not use Google form. Maybe they put their own forms by themselves. You enter your name, you enter your email address, all those text field. Don't worry, I'm going to. That's why I'm particular that I'm going to like show you all those things so that you understand. So that when you see it, you'll not be confused. That what is this? What is that? Your navigation bars, how you navigate from one section or one place to move to the next, and all those things. Now, another thing is your patterns, common design solution for recurring problems such as your card layout, your grid, your modals, right? Your cards, for instance, if you look at a dashboard, for instance, I don't know if you know what a dashboard is, but don't worry, as we go, we'll know that. Like it gives a summary of what your page or your platform is all about, right? So you see some cards, they are consistent across board. Your grids, is it a grid? What grid system are you using? Your modals, those pop up that you get to see. Now, icons, your set of symbols that is used to represent actions, your object, your information consistently across the board. Those icons, for instance, I don't know if you can, let me see if you can. Let's see something. Okay, yeah, there's icon on this. Funny enough, there's an icon here, but I'm not sure. Okay, I don't think. No, 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 I'm coming. Let me just use a. You can't. You're not able to see it ice cream. So basically, there are some things that on your maybe your phones, there are some icons that, for instance, if you're using Kuda very well, you get to see home, your home icon, your send icon. You will not see it anyways. Your pay icons, your card icons, some more icons, like all those things, as if like a representation um of some things, of some features on the app or websites, basically. So let's move to the next, because I want us to really enter this Atlassian this thing. Yes, your spacing, your layout, the margin, your spacing from your, for instance, my, can you see my screen? Like my slide, you can see there's a spacing from elements, that's the major, the headline, to years. Then you can see spacing. Can you see all the spacing between this sorry, spacing between this spacing layout and interaction guidelines, right? That's your spacing, your paddings, your layouts. Because imagine that you just put all information once. So another thing is your interaction guidelines, rules for how elements should behave, include animations, transactions, feedback. You can see that a design system has a lot. Your accessibility standards, extra touches and accessibility in design, your guidelines to ensure that everybody is able to use your product, including people with disability. And don't forget that you will not be there when they are using that product. So you imagine that you have to explain to people, hundreds of people, before they use your product. That's not good. Another thing is, my slide is not showing. Okay, what's going on? ah my slide is not showing. Please, oh, let's be sure that my slide is showing. It has to show. Okay, documentation. Now this is another part that is very important. You need to give, like, your, especially your developers, how things will work. You need to give them guides on how things will work, how to use your design system, what are the rules. You give them examples, give them best, so that they would, you will not, you will not be like what you ordered for versus what you got. Let me tell you something. Some of the designs you see out there, eh, that might not be good. Sometimes I do not blame the product designer, really, because if you ask for the Figma file or the Adobe or whatever design tool they use, you will see that most times actually you will see that what they are building, what the designer did is different is different from what is life. And that's and it happens most times because maybe there's not a comprehensive guide on how things should work, or maybe the developer is unable to do what the designer has done and is unable to does not want to communicate, or feels that I don't know how to do this. And the next thing, in design system we all have to work together. It's a collaboration. We have to work together and ensure that everything works and everything can be done, like it works, not that you now do what I ordered for versus what I got. So it's very important, right? So another thing is your design patterns, your templates, or your framework for common UI elements and their behavior, like your search bar, your user profile, all those things. Another thing is your code components, your pre-built components, snipe and or libraries that developers can use to quickly implement design elements. So imagine that your design system is ready and they want to build another product. They just pick it, right? It's very, 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 very easy. When your design system is ready, you get things done faster and all that. Everybody's cruising and all that. It does not mean that there's how do I put it? Like someone asked, your design system, it does not mean that you cannot go back and fix things. Yes, you can. But it's just that at that moment, you need to get things done and you just have something that works already. You don't need to start doing extra work and start doing research and all that and all that and all that and all that. Is it good to ask developer their strength before designing anything? You're not number one. And that's why it's a collaboration. They need to be like, you guys need to work together to know what works. But don't forget that the user is important. And also you need to balance both the users and the business objectives. So you need to like balance everything. So it's very important that you carry your developer along so they know beforehand. So sometimes it used to happen that they are unable to do it because maybe because of time frame. But if they've been carried along, they can do their own research, try to, because nobody know it all. So it's very important you carry them along. It's someone says now collabo. You people, please. Anyways, okay. Now I want to go into this design system. I'm going to share my screen. Please let me know when you see a different thing outside this platform. It's going to be a long conversation. Okay, let me see how I can. I'm coming, please. A minute, please. Minute. Oh, I need to charge my laptop. Sorry, please. You confirm if you can see it. Okay. What do I do? Okay, I think I remember. Um, present, share screen. Please let me know where you. if what you can see. Let's confirm. Let's confirm what you can see. I hope you can develop. Please let me know what you can see on my screen right now. Let me know what you can see on my screen. Because I know I can see, because I have an extension, so I know I can see design, develop, and deliver. Can you see that? It's not just the designer that is involved. Okay, are we ready for this ride? Yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So Atlassian, like I've been shouting, talking about Atlassian design system, basically. Okay, thank you. Let's get into it. So you can see that this is their design system. It's already built, like it's a website, so you can also like um, take note of it. So they said that their design system creates simple, intuitive, and beautiful experience. Right now, can you remember? Do you remember tokens that I was talking about? The first thing I thought, then components, your brand, your personality, your foundation, that's your color, icons, spacing, your content, that's your language or your UX writing, basically. Okay, resources as well. So let's get started. Now let's get started. Um, sorry, please. Now let's start with tokens. Can you see tokens? So design tokens are the single source of truth to name and store design decisions. So let's see, design tokens. Okay, so like I was saying that a design token are, as is written, tokens are name and value pairing that represent small repeatable design decision. A token can be a color, your font style, your unit of white space, or even a motion animation designed for a specific needs. For example, instead of choosing one of many shades of green for an icon, we can apply a design token that is consistent with all similar usage across our products. So you can see this. This is your color, the icon, and the success. So it shows that this color is for your what? Success. Let's use that example. It shows now. So they're explaining as well what we use design token for. For instance, for switching, maybe for features like your dark mode. So there are some if you I don't know if you have used any product that has both light mode and dark mode. I don't know if you have used any. I'm trying to remember that you can switch. Oh, I can't remember. I'm trying to remember that if you know any product that you can switch between what's it dark mode and light mode. Okay, yes, you can switch between WhatsApp. Yes. So you notice that when you switch, it still maintains like consistency. I'm trying to remember a particular product so I can show you, because I can't show you my WhatsApp or Twitter right now. So now look at this. This is like a color. There's a background color. You know your danger color. You know the bold, when it's bold. You know when it's overt. This might look complex to you, but don't worry. I'm still going to get to the part where we actually either build a style guide or work with a ready-made design system, basically. Okay, thank you. So now look at this design system notes. Use token with names and description that fit your specific needs, what you want to use it for, right? So basically, not to bore you anyways, um design tokens are part of your design system. So as we journey, or as we go, we get to understand better. So I just wanted to show you some things. So let's move to the component part. Now, I think I need to look for a very simple. Okay, so these are components, for instance. So if Atlassian, for instance, they want to build another product today, they can pick some of these components to work with your app. Okay, sorry. Okay, let's use avatar first. Now look at this avatar. If you go to Atlas, I don't. Oh Lord, let me see if I will see. Yeah, let me see. I'm coming. Da, 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 da. Let me open. Okay, let me see if I can see their product. Okay, so now look at it. This is their product. Can you see something? They have Jira. They have Jira service management. They have Confluence and this other one. So let's look at Jira. Can you see that there's this like a color kind of feel, like there's this look and feel that it looks similar with. Let's see if it looks, so that you'll be sure it looks similar with Confluence. There's a similarity. There's a look and feel. There's a vibe. Can you see? Let me duplicate. Let me create another one for Jira. Okay. Sorry that your phone is about to die. You can always come back to um watch. So this is Jira. You can see the color. Can you see the color? Now let's notice from this place. Did you see that there's a like an information here, right? Now look at it here. Can you see? Now can you see the header? Can you see the can you see this side? Look at my, I hope you can see my cursor. Oh no, 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 no. That's not what I want to do. No, don't go. Can you see this consistency? Can you see that this header? Can you see the font? Like it's looking the same. It looks the same. Can you see? Can you see the button? I overed on this is like over. Look at the effect on this. This is Confluence. This is still Atlassian product. Now this is Jira, which is Atlassian product. Can you see that it looks? Can you see? There's like little or no difference. Like especially the fonts. If you look at this header. Even if the structure is different, can you see that the fonts? Let's go to their what other thing can we go to? Let's go to their what do we call this again? Don't know why words are just going. Now look at this down part. Can you see that there's consistency? Can you see this down part? There's consistency with this person. So you when you see it, you already know that this product is Atlassian that built it. So it's very important. You can see how design system. So if Atlassian is coming tomorrow, that they want to build, but they want to build another because of time, I may not. I would have said we should log in and see how some of the similarities and all that. But let's just work with this now. If Atlassian today wants to build another product, they just come here, right, and pick those components that works. You can see their codes. This is what they call code of how this circle, this thing. See, can you see that I was able to switch dark mode, light mode? They even gave the code for dark mode, gave the code for light mode, for a circle. Can you see it? Your avatar skeleton for this circle. Let's start with avatar item. Now, This is just for their background color. Let's say this is the background color, right? There's already a code. So imagine that I want to build a website, or Atlassian, maybe I work with Atlassian, and I want to build, and they gave me a task to do, to build something, another product of theirs. I just come here and pick, okay, this is how my background will look like, or this is how my avatar will look like. The developer does not need to now start writing code. He can just come here and see that, oh, this is, because they already have component that works. Thank you, footer. It's footer that I've been trying to remember. Thank you very much, Princess. That's what I've been trying to remember, but it is well. Now, look at it. This is another state. So this is like a disabled state for this avatar. That avatar is like, on your YouTube, especially if you're watching using YouTube, your profile part. So there are some people that they will not put their picture. There are some products that will just be your first name and last name that will show. That's circle. I think most people use circle or square, but just your profile section. That's like avatar part, basically. That's what I'm explaining. So you can see this guy. This is like a state that is disabled. There's a code already in place for it. If this is how it looks, this is how the design will look. There's dark theme, light theme. Now see your text. That's the name. This my canon. Can you see that there's a code already in place? It's just that we're not doing front end here. That's why we should be testing all this, but we are not doing that. That's not what we are here to do. Now look at the secondary text. Has this code already. Like if you look at it, can you imagine that can you imagine that if all of you have been assigned to build something for Atlassian and you have a design system, don't you think that you have similarities? Or don't you think that there's going to be consistency? Why do you think there'll be consistency? It's because you have something to work with. You have what? Something to work with. Now look at this. Look at this part. This is like a part of a rule. Let me use for example. Now there's a rule that Scott, his email address might be long and be out of the borders. Maybe there's a border for the avatar, right? And this email address, I cannot answer that. If they leave it open for you to copy, I don't know. I don't know, but you can pick from it. Like there's some what's the word? There's some API documentation that you can reuse that are accessible to everybody. Accessible, but it's like a guide. Basically, I'm just showing you. It's a guide. So let's look for another thing that is more interesting. Okay. Now look at the designer. Now look at the text. This is your own part as a designer. So I'm putting where your cursor is. So this is like your own, right? Header. Can you see the header? Header x/. These are, you're naming your text, your header medium, your header small, your header x small. Then this is the code, the developer's part. Can you see where they wrote their own code? So for instance, now if your design has heading x/, your developer will just come and pick it and just paste it on their own. Is it Visual Code Studio or something like that? So you can see that a design system needs to be well detailed, so that, because you can imagine you're not working for, or maybe your developer is in Canada and you are in the UK or all that. You just come here. This is your source of truth. But everybody needs to be carried along when building a design system. We might not be able to build a design system on this bootcamp, but maybe the organization that you are going to work with would need to build a design system. But we're going to do like a style guide to start with, because you're going to use a style guide to build to work on your design, basically your capstone project. So you're going to work on a style guide. So after this week's class, your tasks. So let's start warming up, start reading, start engaging, do some practices. Thank God you are being taught how to use Figma already. How's it been so far for Figma? Please let me know. How's it been so far? Let me go back to my yes. So how's it been so far for Figma? I hope you guys have started practicing. Can you guys hear me? There's okay. What's the meaning of no one says echo? What's echo in this matter? Please. People should please. Okay, let's like have, because of our time, I would have loved to show us more, but you can go to Atlassian design, like on my slide, like I showed on my slide, to just like go have fun, like interact with it, just look at it, how they do their stuff, and just look at it, how they do their stuff. Okay, so don't worry, we're also going to help with sharing like a video to guide you on how to use Figma. Then also please help yourself. We are growing together. We are growing together. Nobody's an island of knowledge. Feel free to ask your peers questions. The truth is, the way we catch things are different. Some people it takes time, right? Some people it's once. But don't judge yourself, really. Don't judge yourself. So you can't use okay, Figma works on your phone, but it's limited. It's very limited, very very limited. Like most times if I'm using Figma on my phone, it's just like to show how it will work on mobile, just like a play, like to play it, the prototype and all that. So do we have any question? Okay, so I think somebody asked that. Okay, let me note it. I wrote that what is now the role of a brand designer if a product design is creating a style guide. Now, a brand designer creates the overall brand identity. That is how, for instance, how later, let me use ladies in tech, Africa is being perceived. So you can see that a brand person will come in and say, okay, based on his own role, and say, okay, this is our brand, this is our, maybe, okay, from your research, ladies like pink. Not all ladies, because I'm a purple person basically. But for majority, maybe majority of people, they chose that ladies, like, based on research basically, or maybe what they are saying, that ladies like pink. Now I'm coming from a place of brand identity person. Now the person needs to now work on the brand identity, from the logo to how people will perceive, like when they see ladies in tech, what they'll be thinking, Now, a product design now focus on the experience. That is your consistency across products. So let me use examples like so the truth is that it's actually very tricky. So let me say why. Because there's some companies that they don't have brand designer. The product designer has to figure it out. While some company has a brand designer that will work on how people will perceive the company, from choosing the color, choosing the font. So it's from all those things that the designer will work with when they want to build a digital product. So let's say that ladies in tech, our color is pink and their font is poppins. Let me use that word. Now, if a product designer wants to design, they pick that because they already decided. The brand designer already decided or has done his or her job by telling us what our brand color will be, or stating what our brand color will be, what our font will be, and that is what a product designer will work with, right? So a product designer is just here to make sure that all products are consistent, but the brand designer determines how people perceive the brand. I hope that is like, I hope you are able to like get what I said or something. But if you don't understand, you can always hit me up so that or I can share materials for you to read more about it. But some companies, you might have to, in quotes, maybe come up with icons, with logos, come up with colors based on your research. But some companies, they already have a brand designer that decides work on the icon, sorry, the logos, the size, the color, and all that. You just pick from there and make sure that all the digital product they are building from that company is consistent. So I hope we got that. I don't know if anybody has any other questions so that we can move. The Atlassian website is just, I just had to show you like their own design system, like what they had to do, like how their own works. So as I'm going to like send other design system, like as we go in the class, we're going to also study or check other. You're not using Atlassian design system to build anything. No. I'm just showing you like what a design system should have. Do you get what I mean? What it should have. Yes. You can say, yeah, branding, how the decide the primary color, the logos, and the fonts. Yes. Okay. So, what other app can we use instead of Figma that can work on mobile? Unfortunately, you can't. There's no other one that can work on mobile. You just have to get a laptop, basically. Like you can't use your phone. Your phone has like limitations, and that's like laptop. So I'm sorry, you can't use your laptop. Yes, you put Atlassian design system is on. Yes. So I wanted to like show you Figma and go to the community page, but maybe the next class because we are going to collaborate, all of us. So then we already have an account, so you know how Figma works. We're going to collaborate and build a style guide, but that will be like on maybe our last class because we still need to do some theory parts for you to understand. Thank you, Funes, for your response for that. My using the same design system. Sorry, I'm reading result to plagiarism. I wouldn't say that it is. So um you can take, so there's a Figma community where you can pick um use use design system and they are accessible. It's not like the person posted it for you to be used or created it. It's like an open source where you can go and pick a design system and tweak it to your taste. Or you can decide that no, I want to do my own thing by myself. But you're still going to do research. You're still going to check, okay, how does it work in other places? How do users perceive all these things? So it's not a plagiarism, please. As far as you do not steal design system, it's accessible. As far as it's on an open source, you are free to use it and tweak it to your taste. Though some of them need to be licensed, and they'll tell you you can't use it for external purposes. That you have to use it for your private personal purpose, or you have to like make a shout out to them. There are like things to that. But as far as on open source, it's usable to anybody. Anybody can pick it and use it. Okay. Someone said na collabo. Thank you. Okay, I think that will be all right. So the the quiz for the end of the class. Please, can you go through Figma for us again? No, I cannot go through Figma for you on this class. We're going to share maybe a what's the word? A document, not document, like a video for you to watch. So you follow as you watch. That's another way you can learn. You follow. You follow. So that's another way you can learn. Okay, so I don't think that. So I don't think there's any other question for us. So what other? So like I said, Figma, we're going to share like a material you're going to use, so it's to help you. Another way that you can master the use of Figma is redesigning things. Now, when I mean redesigning things, you can just go on a website, maybe you like a website, and follow. Another thing is that on YouTube, you can also like follow some instructors, right? As they build, you follow it step by step, step by step. That's how you gain mastery of things by practicing. It's not like it's not the one thing. For you to gain mastery of something, you have to practice. You have to do it all over and over again until when you sleep and they wake you up that do this, you already know where this is, where that is, and all that. So don't worry, we're going to share like a tutorial video as we journey. So don't be scared. We are in this together, please. We are in this together. Okay, I think that'll be all. We are off 4 minutes past our time. Thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for your birthday wishes. Thank you so much. I saw um, we will do practical. You people, we will do practical for this style guide. But I'm saying design systems, like we cannot do it in maybe when you start working and all that, or your own personal decision, but you cannot do it right now. We are going to do style guide. So thank you so much, everybody. Have we see you on Wednesday. Thank you so much once again. I everybody that maybe I didn't respond to you on LinkedIn or whatever. I'm so sorry. I've been busy preparing for class. So thank you so much. It was such an honor to do class, like have a class today. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night rest. See you on Wednesday. Don't forget to keep practicing and practice. Bye, everyone.